May Gavanan, everybody, and welcome to the stream. My name is Talisian. There you are, and here I am, and today on Fantasy Friday, we are doing Lord of the Rings Online. Now, before we get started, there is some news that we need to discuss. They recently released, let me go ahead and pull it up real quick here. Let me go to the LOTRO forums because I'm sure there's a large discussion thread already about it. Yes, right here. Service news that was posted yesterday from Cordovan. Let me go ahead and read you what he posted here. To our many dedicated VIP members of Lord of the Rings Online, we know that in these times of uncertainty, many of you are very carefully considering where you spend your money, and we are very grateful for your continued patronage. For many years, we have worked to keep the price of our subscriptions unchanged from our launch in 2007. Keeping our memberships affordable has long been a priority for us and maintains a priority for us going forward. However, with many costs of our businesses having changed within the last few years, the time has come for us to update the pricing of our multi-month subscription packages. On July 1st, 2026, we will be introducing an adjusted set rates for 3, 6, and 12-month subscription plans. The current 1-month plan will not change. All existing subscribers from June 30th, 2026 or prior will continue with their subscriptions at their existing rates, also known as grandfathered, through at least December 31st, 2027. Now, that's a lot of news. No, let me do this. There we go. Now, being totally honest, I pay on a month-to-month basis. I had a 12-month subscription plan for a while, but I've gone ahead and changed that. But that's a lot of news for people to deal with. Let me go ahead and log into game real quick so I'm not logged out. I know that there are some complaints about that, and I can understand that. When you're locked into a price plan and then all of a sudden it goes up, a lot of people are complaining it can become unaffordable, and I fully understand that. I guess I'm fortunate with my streaming and with my financial situation. I've been paying month to month for the past 2 years or so I'm not going to see a change. But it also means, though, that I pay 15 times 12. Oh, how much do I pay? About $14.99 a month. So times 12. See, I already pay $180 a year for my Lord of the Rings Online. But I understand that for a lot of people, even that's a lot of money. It's going to be tough for a while. It's tough in a lot of ways. It's tough for a lot of people. I hope you can continue to enjoy the game as you have, and I will continue to enjoy it as I can, and at least for right now, I can. But being totally honest, if they increase the monthly prices a little too much, it may force me to question whether I continue streaming. That's one reason why I don't ask people to sub. I don't ask people to... I have never started a patron. I do this for fun. I do this for my own edification. I do this because I enjoy the game and I enjoy what I share with you people. But it is difficult. My only hope is that this is not a permanent thing, that this is a temporary thing, but as we know, corporations are corporations. All we can do is just hope that everything in the end will come out. But for those of you who have to cancel your subscriptions, I understand. For those of you who stop watching my streams, I understand. That's why I do my best to post them up on YouTube. So, anyway, I don't have a whole lot more to say. So, let's go ahead and get back into game. As you can see, we are currently in Halak, in southern Upper Lebanon. I've already been to Tumladen. I've done some questing around in there, and it looks like I have a quest over here. That's not the warband. That is the warband. Oh no, he's right there. Oh, I don't want to do the warband quest, so let's go ahead and get rid of that. Where is the warband quest? There. There we go. Get rid of that. What we need to do is we need to find the crossings of Eruai east of Tumladen, which is right up there. So let's go ahead and start heading that way. Now, yesterday's or Wednesday's stream, I was running into some issues. I normally stream at, or I used to normally stream at 1080p, 1920 by 1080. Now I've actually upgraded my monitor setup, so now I'm streaming at 1440. So I unfortunately didn't tell OBS that my last stream. So it looks all washed out and ucky. Hopefully today's stream will look a little bit better. I told OBS this time, you will stream in 1440p. So hopefully things will be better. But every day is a Hobbit's birthday, and we can open up a silver present today. 100 Virtue XP and a Tome of Defense, which will come in very, very handy when we deal with Nazgul. So let me go ahead and move a few things around here. Decorated Coffer of Ancient Script. We'll go ahead and use that. And these are some runes. I could definitely use runes. Definitely use runes. All right. So let me get buffed up, because you never know when you're going to get struck by a Nazgul. And let's go ahead and get back to questing. But if you guys have any comments and stuff about the upcoming price hikes, please bring them up. We'll talk about them. I gladly understand, and will gladly want to hear what you guys think too. All right, so let's go ahead and get caught up on where we're going. Looks like this road, once we hang east here, will take us all the way to Lossarnach and the crossings of Eruai east of Tumladen. So we'll go ahead and head there, which is actually a main story quest. Volume 4, Book 3, Chapter 3. Fearless. There we go. I think this is where we want to go. Yep, we want to head east here. There we go. Yeah, it wasn't too far away, so that's good. But I think we're coming up on it. Yep, right here. This is the crossings of Eruai. Whoa. Looks like there's already a bunch of Haradrim here, so it looks like I'm going to have to clear my way through. Good thing I got buffed up. Good. Up. And I have a puppy dog right here. This is a puppy dog. Let me move my mic out of the way here so you can see the puppy dog. Yeah, this is my puppy dog, huh? Oh, we'll do a quick full screen. There he is. This is my Busters. This is my Buster puppies, and he's a good boy. Yes, he is. He's a good dog, huh? Oh, yes, it's a good dog. Him's good dog. Huh? Him's good dog? Him's good dog? Yes, him's is. Okay. That's my good boy. And that was your prescribed puppy break. Okay, let's go ahead and start taking out some of these Haradrim here and figure out what we need to do. Looks like they threatened the crossing, so let's go ahead and start clearing some of them out. we go. Ooh. That risen armor is unseen. Well, let's see if I can take him out. Well, that's good to know. There's another one here. Talk to Angbar on the small hill west of the crossings of the Outer Eye. So I got to go back and talk to Angbar real quick. I think he's up over here. Go ahead and kick in my ranger speed. There he is.
Very good, my friend.
Very good, my friend. You've disrupted the preparations of the Haradrim, and my men will be able to cross the Era without fear of southern fortifications. Even a force of 4,000 can suffer many losses when attacking a much smaller force, provided the smaller force has time to prepare. Oh, it looks like I can get some essence. Blocking, parrying, or evasion. I think I want evasion. Yeah, I either want parry or evade. I'll go ahead and grab the evade. And it's not bad. It's plus 600 to my evasion rating, and it's an eye level 190, so that's good, even though it's a basic essence. And I picked up another tracery, too, so we'll grab that.
Let us go to the meeting of the road south of Imloch Melui.
Lossarnach is a land of beauty, but we must not slow our steps to admire its sweet-smelling flowers, huh? There will be time enough for that when this war's won. We must go to Minas Tirith. The fields of the Pelenor outside of the White City are encircled by a great wall, the Ranmas Ekor, through which we must pass. The south gate in the Ranmas is located in the haven of the Harland. That is where we must go. But first, we will do as Aragorn requested, and see how fares the settlement of Imloch Melui, to the north along the road. Now, there is a meeting of the roads just south of Imloch Melui and Lossarnach. Let us go there and assess the situation. And it's going to be all the way up there, so I'll need to cross the bridge and head into Lossarnach. And we're going through Arnach first, so let's go ahead. We'll cross the bridge, fight our way through. We'll head to Arnach, pick up the Stable Master and the Millstone, and then we'll head to the meeting place. Yep, we're starting the build up to the Battle of Pelenor Fields, which is actually one of my favorite instances in this game. I've done it a couple of times on Hunters before, and I really liked it. I thought it was very well done, very challenging, very interesting. Ooh. Mournful. This one's going to be fun. Whoop. Come on, let's get around you. There we go. There we go. Oh, this one's going to hurt. Got him. Oh, that was a good shot. That was 11k there. That helped. Got him. 6 tattered shadows to start the day. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and get across here. Looks like the Risen Armor is actually fighting off the Haradrim. No matter. So we've made our way into Lossarnach. And looks like we want to follow the road for a bit. And that'll take us into Arnach. So we'll head into Arnach and then we'll head up to the meeting place. Look at it. Cart tumbled, potato sacks thrown everywhere. Well, let me go ahead and see what I can do. All right, we'll see if I can help you.
We woke this morning to no sun, no light of day.
Gracious me, but you're no Southron. My heart nearly stopped in my chest when you came up. They've snuck into Lossarnach, you know. Now I see you for a good sort. Would you lend a poor woman a hand? My cart tumbled down that ridge whilst I was taking a shortcut into Arnach town, and I can't leave these sacks of potatoes behind, for the good soldiers must eat if they are to protect us. But I'm greatly feared some Harad Southron will leap out of the trees at any moment, and me die of fright, like as not. Sure, I can go ahead and pick up these sacks of potatoes for you. There we go. Well, she lost a whole bunch of them, so... There we go.
We woke this morning to no sun, no light of day.
Sweet red roses, I dare say I owe you my life for your help. The honor gods should thank you too, what with all they eat, day in and day out. Now that they're down here protecting me. I do hope old Baranor sorts out what to do with all those men sometime before Lord Forlong returns. Or we've overrun with Southrons, which, if you ask me, is more likely. Okay. And that probably starts a new deed, which is questing in Lossarnach, which is a 25. All right. So I've already started the deed for the quests in Lossarnach. That I'll probably have to end up and come down here. I wouldn't be surprised there's a camp down that way. But let's go ahead and head into Arnach town, as I mentioned before. And I do hope that the changes I've made to the stream make it a little more viewable for everybody. There we go. So there's the millstone, which we will go ahead and bind there. And then the stable master is right there. So we'll go ahead and pick up the stables. That way I have fast travel to come back this way when I need it.
These are troublesome times indeed.
There we go. And it looks like I need to head this way if I want to find Lord Arbor. Oh, that doesn't look good. There he is. A wagon is stopped in the road. You recognize its driver from his exasperated expression. Bandran, who we talked to way back, Central Gondor, I do believe. Or was it in the Cape of Belfalas? I think it was near Tol Amroth we talked to him, so it's been a while.
I did not expect to see you again. Still on the road, eh?
I am not too proud to tell you that when Netherland showed up to my wagon with that second barrel of nails, I considered giving up on my profession and becoming a recluse then and there. I weighed that course very seriously, but in the end I decided it would be shameful to surrender to such a trial, and I remain a wagon driver. My son has done nothing but make me regret that choice ever since. Father, I ate too many apples. Father, I think I have a splinter. Father, I miss the sun. Bah! When I was a boy, I would have taken this eternal night with more grace than he does, truly. But we are bound for Minas Tirith and the houses of healing with a supply of Kemendril, liquor from Galadrim's divine and delicate draughts. But do not know if we will have safe passage. We've encountered a traveler on the road who says that Harland is full of orcs. Can you investigate if this is so? There are 3 places that I would like to know about in particular. The entrance to Harland, the docks, and the gatehouse of Ramas Ekor, the wall that encircles the Pelenor. I can do that. Looks like he wants me to move on to Harland. I mean, there's Imloch Melui, but I don't see another difficult road. Okay, so let's go ahead and head to Harland and take a look around. They say that Harland is overrun by, oh, wrong way. They say that Harland is overrun by orcs. Well, with the fires that I'm seeing from a distance, I wouldn't be surprised. So we'll head north here at the intersection, and we'll check out the village of Harland. But if you look at this village here, or this former town, I would say the area's probably been overrun by orcs for quite a while. I'm looking for the damage. They're either still here or they passed through here. And we'll find out if it's the former or the latter very quickly. Morgul archers. Those are orcs. New deed, the Morgul host. Discovered the Harland. Oh, I have to discover different areas of central Gondor, and I pick up some goodies. We're almost at the first looking point. You are near the entrance of Harland, gateway to the Pelenor. The Harland appears to have been devastated by the attack of a large force. Company. Back off. 2 more tattered shadows. I want to get that heavy laden chest, but it looks like we'll have to fight off some of these Morgul's first. I can always use more scholarly supply. 6 tattered Anorian parchments. Very good. Okay. Looks like I need to head over this way for the next. You are near the docks of Harland. The docks of Harland have been seized by the enemy. And now we need to go all the way near the gate which leads to Pelenor Fields. Ooh, a Morgul captain. Alright. That took care of a number of orcs. And the orc deed is 122.40, so I have ways to go. Alright, is that last of them? You are near the gate in Ramas Eklor, so we'll look around. The Ramas Eklor, which blocks the way to the Pelenor, is besieged by the enemy. Okay, we'll go ahead and head out. And we will go back and talk to Bandrun and let him know how bad things are. Oh, actually, no, we're not going to be doing that. I don't know. That was the level, the basic deed for Orc Slayer. Defeat many orcs in eastern Gondor. Which gave me the advanced D, but it also gave me 5 LOTRO points. All right, let's mount up real quick, and we'll head back to Bendarian, and we will talk to him again. Looks like Harland has been besieged by orcs. Things are not looking good for the warriors of Gondor, that is for sure. If the orcs have already taken Harland and are blocking the way to the Pelenor, it's going to be hard for any troops to get through.
No ill news is truly surprising to me anymore.
The Harland is overrun? If we cannot get to the Southern Gate in the Ranmus, we will not be able to bring our wares to Minas Tirith. What is it like to have good fortune, I would truly like to know, for I have never had it. If there is a bright side to this news, it is that I suspected it was so. No ill news is truly surprising to me anymore, my friend. But we cannot return to Galagam without selling his goods, so I sent Netherden into Imloch Melui to find a purchaser for our Kimidril liquor. Go north to the town and find my son, for he's not yet returned. Things do not bode well. All right, well, there is a... Yeah, but I'm not seeing a millstone nor a stable here. We'll talk to the captain of the guard in a minute. Let me go ahead and turn in this quest first. Looks like he's on the other side of the fountain. There he is. Oh. Of course he didn't find a seller for the goods. He was, just a tad bit busy, wouldn't you say?
Good timing. I was just telling these ladies about our adventures.
Do you remember when we fought off those Corsair raiders together, That was really something, was it not? Netherden already looks happier than you've ever seen him, and his mood only improves when you tell him that the road through Harland is closed. Oh, how unfortunate! How ill-fated! Even so, I think this will be a fine place to stay until the road is clear. This is the perfect place to bring our wagon of valuable healing liquors. Did you know that this town has produced some of the finest healers in all the kingdom? Now, where was I? Oh, yes. I've always sought to provide for my family and my dear old dad. He will never want for nails, for example. All right, let's go let Bendarian know, and we'll go ahead and pick up that quest from the captain of the guard on the way out.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
A visit to a dreamer. Forgive me, Hunter. This is exactly Lady Vanlos's dream as she told it to me. A high elf, looking as you, coming up this road under a strangely darkened sky. The description fits exactly. Lady Vanlos will want to speak with you, and at once. You can find her within the hall in the northeast rise. I do not pretend to understand how this can be, but she will certainly be filled with wonder at seeing her dream made flesh. What can this mean? All right. It's not that far away, so we'll go ahead and... Is it over here? Oh, looks like it's actually north and around. Okay. There it is. Lady of Lossarnach, Lady Vanlos.
What strange darkness covers the sky?
Welcome to Imloch Melui, good traveler. Captain Menere believes it was you I saw in my dream? Huh. Are you the only traveler of your kind who will visit us during this strange darkness, I wonder? Will Menere send me everyone who does? He is a good captain, perhaps not the best interpreter of dreams. Still, it is true and well known that I and those of my blood here have had dreams of great portent. Are you a bearer of good tidings, or ill? And if you were, would you know the difference? Very interesting.
We woke this morning to no sun, no light of day.
Listening to the pulse. It is good to speak with someone new, even though you were driven here by sorrow and war. So many good men have gone away to Minas Tirith. My husband Forlong, not the least of them. Indeed, he exceeds them all, in girth at least. My Forlong has always had such a sense of humor, and fond of his dinners, too. One sound has fled beyond the walls of my city, my friend, and I miss it almost as much as Forlong. The sound of laughter has quite vanished from the vale. Has its absence affected my people as grievously as it hit me? I ask you to speak with a few trusted folk who remain, and learn that they have given up hope of victory and peace within Imloch Melui. Hathalon is my master at arms, and he is responsible for training the few warriors who remain. If he is given into despair, then I fear that the sickness will spread to his recruits. Berninier, my captain of the guard, oversees the flow of refugees by the fountain in the middle of town. And Master Hilo Brunil teaches the injured within the halls of the Gentle Hand on the western side of town. I rely on all three of these good people, and I need to know that they are still able to carry out their duties. Okay. And she has one more quest for me. The sights of Gondor's garden.
What strange darkness covers the sky?
While you tread the paths of Imloch Melui, do not keep your eyes upon your feet. These fair arbors and gardens recall the grandeur of my kingdom's past. I have walked them many times since my youth, and to remember them is the sweetest respite. I ask that you take note of the loveliest sights you see here. When you return to me, you may recount them, so I will relive the pleasures that I knew through your fresh eyes. Okay. I will talk to Marinir.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
Lady Vanlos wishes to know the mood of the people. That is why Imloch Melui will thrive even in the absence of Lord Forlong. What ruler cares as much about her people as Lady Vanlos? Very few, I wager. When you return to her hall, please bring my assurances that we keep good watch on all who approach the Vale. Nothing will threaten Imloch Melui without me hearing of it first. Well, that's good to know. And it looks like he has another quest from me, but give me a quick second, please. Okay, I am back. Let me go ahead and let's talk to Marinir and get the new quest.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
Making warriors. Most of the warriors have been called away to war. The few recruits that remain are young and untested. Our master-at-arms, Hathalon, has his hands quite full trying to turn these boys into fighters. I know he could use your help. The spotting circle is high above us, northwest of Lady Vanlos's hall. Find Hathalon and offer your services, and I know he will make use of your skills. Imloch Melui needs as many warriors as she can get, even if she has to make them herself. I can do that. Clear water laughs loudly as it spills into the central fountain. Ancient arches peer from behind flower-laden trees. This is one of the points that one of the sites of Gondor's garden that Lady Vanlos asked me to take a look at. It is cool in the shaded path where the branches and pines seem to whisper of things long forgotten. Alright, where is this questing point? All the gentle hand. Ah, it's inside. Okay. I think I need to actually be outside of the gentle hand. There is an interior questing location there. Alright, so I guess I have to go back in. Okay, not that quest. Ah, talk to Brunil in the Hall of the Gentle Hand on the western side of Imloch Melui. So I need to find Brunil. This is where this is one of the people that Lady Vanlos wanted me to check on the pulse of the city, see how things are. Hey, Destiscardo, how you doing? By the way, how does my stream look? I went ahead and made a switch now. I'm actually streaming in 1440p, so hopefully it looks a little bit better. Thank you. I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Now, as soon as I find the person I'm looking for, we'll go ahead and we'll move this quest forward. If I can ever find the person, of course. No, definitely not this way. What about over here? There she is. Chief Healer of Imloch Melui.
What is the meaning of this?
Lady Vanlos sent you to ask after us. Brunil scowls at you. The sick are sick and the well are weary. We'll not expect a lady to come to these halls, but I suppose sending you shows that she at least thinks upon us on occasion, toiling away for the health of her people. Tell her that we do what we can with less than we need, and if we complain, we do it only as a result of much hardship. Yes, ma'am. But she has a new quest, as her mood is dour.
What is the meaning of this?
A rat in the garden. There's so many demands upon my time, and I cannot be everywhere it needs me. I have spoken with the captain of the guard, but Menene thinks I am jumping at shadows and will not look into this matter for me. Perhaps you could be my agent in this. It is my duty to heal the sick, but 6 of those in my care have taken turns for the worse beyond all reason. That is no chance. So if you want one healer's opinion, they drank some of the same mixture, but where it should have helped, it has only hindered. I think that some sneak has poisoned my medicine. Some lurking foe wishes to bring down the hall of the gentle hand and cast doubt upon my own abilities. Someone is lurking within or without the hall, and I need you to search any possible hiding places for this villain. So I need to find 3 hiding places within and without of the hall. We'll see if we can find them. Ah, possible hiding place right here. Behind the bookcase. Despite the suitability of this hiding place, you find nothing suspicious. Here's another possible hiding place. Nothing here. We'll see if we can find that third hiding place very quickly, hopefully. This door open? No. And that door does not open. Ah, here's another hiding place. Nothing. So now we need to search places outside of the Hall of the Gentle Hand. Like over here. Hmm. And we will see you all on the flip. Looks like we got an ad coming up. I'll continue to look for these hiding places. There's one. Nope, nothing there. Welcome back, everybody. I found the first hiding place, and now I'm checking the second one out. And now we'll check out the last one. Nothing at all. All right, let's go back and talk to Brunil in the Hall of the Gentle Hand. Was unable to find anybody hiding around.
Why do you interrupt me?
You found nothing unusual? Well, you have my thanks for conducting the search anyway. Menhir never did that.
What is the meaning of this?
Interesting. The poison test. I do not question the efficacy of your search, my friend. I think the true problem here is that our sneak must even be more stealthy than I supposed. I think perhaps I have gotten ahead of myself. We need to ask the right questions, and I think we should start with the most basic one of all. If I wanted to poison that healing draught, how would I go about doing it? Why, I would taint one of the components that goes into it. Now I've collected the ingredients that go into the mixture, and I will give them to you. Will you take them to the field beneath the long stairs in the northern area of town and feed them to the goats there, one by one? I think the goats will tell us if one of these ingredients is tainted. I can do that. And looks like I increased my reputation. 20,000 reputation to Pelegir. If all you have done within the bounds of central Gondor has made the folk who live here friendly to you. And that increased reputation, increased the deed, gave me a new title, and 10 LOTRO points. Always very nice. Very, very nice. And while we feed the goats, there's still a couple of other people I need to talk to in town, so we'll go ahead and reactivate the quest so that they show up on my map. And it looks like I have one to the south and then everything else is to the north, so we'll go ahead and head to the south and talk to that person there, or if that's the goats, and go ahead and feed the goats and do the poison test. Here, the river Eldrai courses wildly through the great arches, crashing in a great fall on its journey south. That's one of the sights of Gondor's garden. So now we'll go ahead and head to the most northern part of town. And we'll see what we find. This is probably one of the other places with the sites of Gondor's gardens that I need to take a look at. It's my guess. It's that bridge. Find the bridge by the source of the Eldrai. Where the Eldrai comes down from the mountains in great cascades, noise and peacefulness blend into one. And now we'll head down this way, and I think we'll be heading where I'll find the goats, and I'll start doing the poison test. There they are. The goat readily eats the herb out of your hand. You watch it closely after it's done. The goat stares at you blandly. Okay, so I guess obviously that wasn't it. So we'll try this goat, and we'll feed him the dusk flower. And we'll watch it closely and see what it does. Scares you for a moment, but you are unable to hold its attention. So we'll try this one, and we'll feed them mare's foot. Watch it closely after it's done. The goat did not enjoy the mare's foot. Is this the ingredient to blame? So this is the making of warriors. Blossom, river, and stonework alike are watched over by slope-slide ranks of mountain pine. Ah, here we are. Listening to the pulse.
What news do you bring, traveler?
How am I feeling? I've seen better days and better nights, Hunter. Most of the warriors have already left the city, and now I am forced to remain behind and train youths and old men. This is a city of healers and potion makers, not fighters. Even with the finest training I can give to them, this vale is nearly undefended. Tell Lady Vanlos that we must hope the enemy does not come to Imloch Melui, for that is the only way we might survive. His mood is grim. But I also need to talk to him about training of warriors.
Well met.
Captain Minier sent you to spar with the lads? Ah, you have my permission to do what you can, Hunter, but take it easy up. Excuse me. Imloch Melui has needs of fighters, and these recruits are the best we can manage at this moment. Can you believe it? These youths are the best warriors we have. But do not break them. I need them back when you are finished. Just teach them what you can.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
I have seen no real combat, and I wish I might keep it that way. You will go easy on me, will you not? You seem to be a fierce hunter, and I do not want to get hurt. I am not afraid. So we'll go ahead and spar with another young recruit.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
I watched you fight, and I am ready for your tricks. You will not defeat me so easily. If only I could fight as you do. And we'll talk to the last young recruit here.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
I do not question your skills. I've seen enough to know that you are a fierce opponent. But I am ready to face you. Underestimate me at your peril, and prepare for battle. And they got a little tougher as we went on. That was good.
What news do you bring, traveler?
Ah, you did very well, and I think you managed not to bruise too many of these warriors to be beyond repair. Every injury will teach them something important about combat, and they will be better prepared for facing a real enemy. If every youth in Gondor learned to fight as you do, the kingdom would not want for warriors. And it looks like I have one more place to go. Lady Vanlos, talk to Brunil. So we'll go ahead and talk to Lady Vanyalos, excuse me. I'll get that right eventually. Tolkien had a way with names. And there's her hall. Listening to the pulse.
We woke this morning to no sun, no light of day.
I thank you for judging the mood of my people. If I were a potion maker, I would think 2 parts despair and 1 part hopefulness is a poor mixture indeed. But perhaps I should be grateful it is no worse. And the other quest? The sights of Gondor's garden.
What strange darkness covers the sky?
Lady Vanyalos listens intently as you describe your exploration of her city. When you are finished, She sighs happily. Thank you, my friend. I think I will sleep now. Perhaps I shall dream of places you have described to me. I am quite transported, in time if not in place, to the years of my youth, when I saw those sights beneath sun-filled skies, with a sunlit heart. So now we'll go back to the Hall of the Gentle Hand. Mount up. And we'll head back to Brunil and turn in that quest, the poison test, and let her know of the herb that I found that could have been poisoned. Or tainted, excuse me.
Why do you interrupt me?
Ah, one of the ingredients disagreed with the constitution of our goat. Which component was to blame? The mare's foot. I see. That is delivered daily, and I think we may be closing in on our culprit. Well, that's good to know.
I beg your pardon.
The mare's foot that goes into the healing draughts is gathered by a man named Eglin, and is delivered to me daily. I've never had any problems with him before now, but it seems he has shown his true colors at last, the treacherous knave. Eglin will likely be somewhere near the front gate of the city, hoping to hand us another brush of the poisoned greens. Confront him without discovery and see what he has to say for himself. Okay. Let us mount up. Should be right there.
Will we ever see the sun again?
Please, don't hurt me. I'm sorry, so sorry. I beg of you, mercy. I could not get the proper mare's foot by the banks of the river on account of all those orcs haunting the place. So I picked some ones that looked just like 'em in the hillside scrub. I didn't mean for any harm to come of it. Please, tell Brunhild to spare my hide. I feel terrible about this, but we cannot all be warriors. I am an old man, and my fingers are for picking herbs and flowers, not for swinging swords and anger. Okay, whoa. There we go. So I will ride forth on my hobby horse. The valiant huntress, riding forth on her hobby horse. I know, the only thing I'm missing is my loyal goose of Gondor. And there she is. Come, Brunhilde. Let us go talk to the great healer.
I beg your pardon.
Well, what did Eglin have to say for himself? You explained what the old man said about his ill-advised substitution of another herb for the mare's foot, and Beryl scowls. I should have known. He must have given me Bethrel's rue instead of mare's foot. They have similar appearances, it is true, but they could not be more different in effect. Seems it was never a rat in Imloch Melui after all, merely a frightened old man making things worse instead of better. I cannot blame him for his fear, though. I am not a warrior either, and these Southrons are fearsome indeed. What did you say? Orcs? No, I'm certain Eglin was fighting the Southron warriors I've heard rumors of in these lands. There are no orcs in Lossarnach. And you would be wrong. I've already found a few.
What is the meaning of this?
We need to act quickly for you to save those who drank from the tainted healing draught. A high concentration of Bethrel's rue has only one cure, but they are fortunate that I know where to find it. Bethrel's rue can be countered with a mixture primarily of dew leaf, which can be found in the bluff above the river Erai to the southwest of the town's entrance. Pick as much dew leaf as you can and return to me with haste. Oh, right near where I need to talk to Bandarian. So we need to we'll head over there and complete 2 quests in one area. So that's good. I always like it when I can do multiple quests in an area. It always makes my life a lot easier. How many quests have I actually completed on this character? I've only completed almost 4,000 quests on this character. That's almost 4,000 quests that you and I have watched me complete. Not too bad. I think my main on Pelegrir has about 10,000 or 11,000 completed. I'll have to check sometime. All right. So we'll go ahead and collect the dew leaf first, and then we'll go ahead and talk to Bandran. Should be right around here. There it is. Plenty of dew leaf to find. So now we'll go talk to Bandirian.
I did not know you traveled with Lord Angbor of Lamadan.
It is my honor to serve him in any way that I can. I actually hope you have no tidings of Nethedan that might embarrass me in the presence of my liege. Bandran is shaking with obvious terror, what you might say, and he exhales with obvious relief when you tell him that Nethedan believes Imloch Melui would be a good place to stay until the road through the Harland is open. Ah, that is my responsible boy. I've often prided myself on the example he sets for others, and my Lord Angbor. Why, I think he needs to model his behavior after your own son, Drambor. That's my Nethedan, all right. Privately, you think to yourself that perhaps both father and son have more in common than either would admit. But we'll go ahead and talk to Lord Angbor real quick.
The wagon driver's son speaks wisdom. Imloch Melui is known for its healers.
And the folk here will know the value of the goods on this wagon. Oh, we'll grab the resistance, grab the resistance one, and some more runes.
You should cross into Ithilien, and my men will assail Harland.
Enemy forces must have crossed the Anduin and taken the port of Harland by surprise. They've had enough time to fortify the southern gate of the Ranmas against us. That makes things more difficult, to be sure. Only that road can support the movement of my 4,000 men. We simply do not have the time or the resources to ferry that many warriors across the Anduin, and moving them through the forests of the Illithin as a wide sweep would be far too slow and take up way too much time. If we take such a course, the war will be ended before my men even get there. No, they must retake the Harland, and they will need me to lead them in this effort. You, however, have another errand. Everyone wanted you to watch either Gandalf or Faramir? You can take a single craft across the Anduin and move more swiftly than 4,000. You must pass into Illithin and come by that way to Osgiliath. Meanwhile, my men will assail the Harland. My scouts learned that a friend to Gondor operates a secret ferry to the east, among the high reeds that border the river. Find her, and she will bring you across the river into Illithin. Pick up a shattered Rohirrim tracer in the process. But let's go ahead, first off, let's return to Brunil and turn in that quest. And then we'll go ahead and see about heading into Illithin. Now, I know I've got to be coming up to the end of this part of the main story quest, but I do know that coming up very, very soon is they're going to be releasing the next update. In fact, I think I posted it on my Discord server, come to think of it. In my LOTRO. Ah, yes, right here. Angmar and Mordor will have their level caps increased to 105 on Wednesday, June the 3rd of the release of Update 48.4. With the release of that, all 6 of the Ring Wraith's enemies introduced so far will be available so players can defeat any of them that they have missed. And then the raid to the Throne of Dread Terror will open on June the 11th. And by the way, I do run a Discord server where we talk about Lord of the Rings Online, we talk about Path of Exile, we talk about Diablo 4. Also, I just started a text channel for discussions about EQ Legends and Hallowed Oath. Both games look very interesting to me. So I will definitely be following on those discussions as well. I used to play EverQuest 1 a lot before I started streaming. I was one of the main healers in a raiding guild many years ago. And, well, I tell you, there are 3 words that give me a scare. Fear break-in. Let's go ahead and talk to the Lady Brunil and complete this quest. She'll probably have me give the potion to the 3 sick patients.
What is the meaning of this?
You have returned and with impressive haste. Very good. I have prepared the mixture and it waits now for the dew leaf you have collected. Make use of the healer's workbench here and the cure will be ready. Making the cure. Bubbles form in the cure as you add the dew leaf to the mixture. Now I need to administer the cure to the 6 sick patients. One. And here's the 3rd. 4. Hopefully soon. Well, that was weird. Sorry about that flicker. There we go. So now let's go ahead and go back to Brunil and let her know that I have administered the aid to the sick patients. Helps if I actually go the correct way. Again, it actually helps if I go the correct way.
I beg your pardon.
You have finished delivering the cure to my patients. Ah, you have the healer's touch, my friend, and I am delighted to tell you so. I am certain you have reached everyone in time and have reversed the harm caused by England's folly. You have my thanks, as his as well, I am sure. But there's no time to rest. Mediator came here to find you, for he has a troubling report. Uh-oh. What is up, my friend?
There's naught but ill omens these days.
Orcs, my friend. Orcs.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
Eglin claimed that he ran afoul of orcs in Lossarnach, so I sent some of my best lads to see if he spoke the truth. They have not returned, which speaks to me as loudly as if they had. We're going to begin their search at the old ruins of Ost Northier, southeast of town. Can you go in search of my boys and return with word of them or the foes that they sought? If there are orcs already in Lossarnach, I want to know about it. Okay. Then let us go and take care of these orcs. That's what I thought. Just outside of that village that I saw destroyed. The one that's no longer on the map. That is what I'm afraid of. That's where I need to go. Before we get any closer, though, I have a feeling there's going to be a fight, so I'm going to get buffed up again. Let me go through my inventory here real quick. That's an incomparable tracery. That is potion, non-usable. Steadfast gloves of protection. Nope. Already known. Already known. Vitality might. Vitality, agility, and block, which does me no good. I'm not going to equip it. Some more runes. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Discovered Ost Northier. Free the scout captain is the first thing I need to do. There's actually one thing I do want to do real quick. There we go. great. This one's going to be fun.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
My men and I were scouting for orcs in Lossarnach. As you can see, we found some. The others suffered grievously at the hands of our captors, and I'm the only man that remains. If you had come any later than this, I fear you would find no survivors. Quickly, untie me from this post, and we can escape. Do not linger here, for the orcs will surely return. Alright, let's get out of here. Actually, before I head back into Imloch Melui, I'm going to take a quick break. I will be right back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am back. Let's go ahead and find Pelenor in Imloch Melui and let him know about the orcs. Thank you, Destiscarta. Would have been nice if there was a port or a binding point there, but there isn't. There wasn't even a campsite fire for me to bind to. At least I don't believe there was. Nope, there isn't. Shame. Would have made life a lot easier. Yeah, well, we're now in eastern Gondor. I mean, you can see there's a pretty large area here. I was just over here. Over here is Harlan, which leads to Pelenor, and here's Imloch Melui, and you've seen all the riding I've done there. I mean, yes, the warhorse is faster, but it's actually not faster by all that much. And I have better control on this mount, and I'm just used to it, so I don't worry about it all that much. Besides, I play a very laid-back game. I don't know if you can tell or not, but I just kind of enjoyed the view and taking my time and just questing. And here he is right here. Good. But let's get out of this. There we go.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
My friend, I thank you for freeing Filginus from his captivity at the hands of the orcs. I will mourn for the lost members of his party, Rothel and Sardir, when there is time for such remembrances. But that time is not now, for something happened while you were away, and I do not know what to do. Exactly. This game is... There's just so much to this game that it's just so enjoyable to just kick back and play and get into the stories and get into the quests and get into everything. I find it very relaxing sometimes.
This darkness is a weight on my mind.
The madness of Vangelos. Lady Vangelos has always spoken of her visions as she could see things hidden to others, and I had become numb to it after so long. But now she has left her chambers. Indeed, she has left Imloch Melui altogether, and she called out to folk unseen as she went. What has come over her? Why did no one hinder her flight? There are Southrons out there and orcs, and who knows what other dangers await in the brush. My friend, I beg of you, go after Lady Vangelos at once, and bring her back to safety. Speak to me, and we shall choose separate paths to take, the better to find my lady. I have a feeling we're going to be going into a zone, so let me go ahead and get buffed up here. I will search the highlands if you will search the banks of the river. Go swiftly, and may one of us find Lady Vangelos before she walks heedlessly into harm.
After days secluded in her chambers, Lady Vangelos has left them in a troubled state, seemingly heedless of her path.
There she is.
Down from her hill, down out of Imloch Melui, down to the high banks of the river Anduin, where fair flowers nod in the breeze, and danger lurks all around.
I love this place, ever since I was a girl. I would come pick flowers here. Flowers, gaily colored, flowers deathly pale. Flowers, oh, okay. Until I would dream of them at night. And then my sister, we would tell one another our dreams. And though she hadn't spoken to me in years, clinging to his insufferable pride. But in those days our dreams they grew tangled in our hair. I can't fight them, they're green. Hands of blood, hair of fire. I cannot stamp it out. Look, the river Anduin. In 100 tongues it calls out. Can you not hear? Oh, my sister Tenris, wroth and bitter to this day because I stole her betrothed. Better say that he stole me. A big man, even then, but gallant and good. When he looked upon me, his eyes. We would steal off to the arbor, Forlong and I. He would tell me of the trees, the blossoms, the strange song of the Erurai. Oh, I have dreamed of fire and blood. Oh, terrible, terrible. You should have seen her when she learned of Forlong and me. Oh, what I have seen. What have they done? Our brother Denethor said nothing. Forlong was gracious, but he did not mend the word. Forlong. Oh, what I have seen. What have they done? Some gone off to die. Die in dreams and war. Die in fire and blood. A wreath of mourning. I shall gather flowers, yes, and lay them in a wreath. More flowers, yes, those. Flowers deathly pale. I wonder if she's okay. There again, old Anduin speaks to me, calls and beckons me. Should I jump in? What dreams, what nightmares I have known. Head crowned in fire, hands gloved in blood. My beloved, my brother, my own. Oh, my head, spinning, oh my.
Corsairs, strange armies, now darkened skies.
Where am I? How have I come here among the reeds? Oh, Chandra, what terrible dreams I had. I think I have not been myself. Please, would you see me home to Imloch Melui? I fear I am unwell.
We woke this morning to no sun, no light of day.
You have my thanks, my friend, but they are not equal to the good you have performed for me in my house. If only I could tell you it will matter in the days ahead, but I cannot. I dreamed I saw my husband Forlong, his hands covered in blood. I saw too my brother Denethor. He wore a fiery crown, and his expression was one of madness. This must mean that my husband is doomed to die, and my brother? I know not, for surely it is an ill omen. I was taken by despair, and would have died to the river or to the orcs if you had not found me. Would that you could save my family from the visions I saw. Agility, vitality, block rating, and maximum morale, which does not help me. And that's might, vitality, parry, and evade. And that's crit rating, but it's will and vitality, not agility. So there's none of that armor that does any good. Does it look nice, though? It's alright. I'm not sure if it's anyone I'd keep. Well, that robe looks kind of neat, but I don't wear robes. Alright, so we'll just grab the this one here. And I'm also getting a greater essence of Fizzmit and Tackmit, a level 86 uncommon tracery, and all the rest of the goodies that you normally get.
We woke this morning to no sun, no light of day.
I have one last favor to ask of you, or rather Captain Menier does. Believe me, he asks only out of our great need. We will hold you in great regard, no matter your choice. A watch on the walls. There he is.
There's naught but ill omens these days.
How relieved I am that all my charge are safe within these walls. Still, I must not take the arrival of these orcs lightly. I have sent one of my best scouts, Dindal by name, up to a secluded lookout. It lies north off the road east of here. The unknowing eye would miss its rise up into the hillside of the mountain's feet. There he will have a perfect view of the Harland and the walls of Ramasekor on our northern border. For it is there, I fear, where the orcs have crossed and entered Lossarnach. I would ask you to find him there and assist in whatever way you can. On the road to Harland. Well, let's head there and see what I can do. Fallout Season 2 was too short. I have not watched Fallout yet. I mean, I've watched part of Season 1, but I haven't watched a lot of it. I know I need to. What I did watch was very, very good. I'm not surprised. I've played a lot of Fallout 4. In fact, I was actually thinking about streaming it for a while there, but I got so involved with Lord of the Rings Online that, well, here we are. Macaulay Culkin played Caesar of the Legion in season 2 and was perfect in that insane world. Yes, I did play New Vegas. I never finished the storyline, but I did play it. And yes, I do remember Caesar's Legions. Scary shit, let me tell you. Absolutely scary. I need to see if I can find a path into the mountains. Must be on the other side. Ah, well, that's Beast Slayer of Gondor, Eastern Gondor. And now I have the advanced, which netted me 5 more LOTRO points. Company. Two more tattered shadows. He is up there. I just don't know how to get up there. Dismal Scout, we found high up on a secluded lookout which can be reached by turning north off the east road from Imloch Melui. I'm not surprised. Well, I liked the like I said, I saw the first couple of episodes, and oh my God, was it strange. All right, where is that hidden path? Is it over here? I think so. I think this is it. Okay, yeah, this is it. And there's a campsite fire here, which means I can get back here quickly. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, before I talk to Dindal and pick up his quests, I am going to have to call an end to my stream for the day. So I would like to thank everyone for joining me. I had a great time. Let me fix my webcam here, because that doesn't look good. Let's make it a little bit bigger here. And fix it. There we go. That's much better. We'll work with that. Lock it in place. There we go. Oh, we got a break coming up, so I'll have to wait a little bit until after the break ends. But, there we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, apologize about that, but I am going to have to go. I would like to thank everyone for joining me today. Had a wonderful stream. It was good to be back in the saddle again. My next scheduled stream will be this Sunday, 4 p.m. Pacific, where I'll pick up right where I left off, talking to Dindal here. And we're probably going to be heading back into Harland and taking out some more orcs. That's what my guess is. But we will see next time. So again, I'd like to thank everyone for joining me. By the way, I do run a Discord server. Link is down below if you're interested. Also, no, that's it. That's actually it. Yeah, just join my Discord server. So have a great day. Take care. And I will see you all very, very soon, my friends.